Jessii Vee. So, my hair is not red anymore. Whoops. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, this is probably a huge surprise to you. I don't really know what got into me. Maybe the Halloween spirit. It is October 1st, by the way, a very exciting day. But no, I mean, if you guys watched me back in 2015 and 2016, this was the hair color that I had. It's very, 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 very dark brown. It's not black because black is really hard to get out of hair, but it's like the darkest brown. I think I had red for 2 years and I started to get bored of it and I was just craving my dark hair again. This hair actually makes me look like a legit vampire. So I hope you guys like the change. Maybe it'll give you that nostalgic feeling of early YouTube Jessii. I don't really know. But apparently I'm not the Little Mermaid anymore because the red hair is gone. I'm like sad but like super excited at the same time. Oh, and I'm wearing cat ears because October 1st. So yeah, we're gonna start off this very spooky month with a creepy video, obviously. Yesterday, I decided to go through like all of my YouTube comments within the last year or so, and I picked out the creepiest ones. Now, when I say creepy, I don't necessarily mean creepy in a way of like a 70-year-old man commenting that he's gonna find me and come marry me. So I'm not talking about like creepy subscribers. I'm talking about really creepy stories that you guys have commented on my videos. So like paranormal experiences that you've had in your life that you're sharing on my videos. For some reason, I just got this huge rash on my arm and it's very itchy and I'm worried that I'm allergic to something that I'm wearing. What the heck? All of a sudden, I don't know if the camera can see it. It almost looks like I was scratching my arm. I don't know. It just appeared out of nowhere. So, ghost, if you scratched me, please cut me some slack. What the heck? That is so, see, this is creepy. This is, can you see it? Can you, it's so weird. The brightness on my camera is insane, so it's hard to see like anything. Let me take it with my camera, my phone camera, and let me show you what it looks like. That is so weird. Okay, I'm just gonna, you know, keep an eye on that. But anyways, as I was saying, I took the time yesterday to screenshot comments where people were talking about their true paranormal experiences. Okay, so I have my computer here with all of my screenshots, and oh, before I get going, I know I've been saying this like constantly, I know it might be getting annoying to some people, but I do really want to promote this meet and greet as much as I can. But if you live close to North Carolina and you want to meet me on November 10th or 11th, definitely check out the ticket link down below. There's gonna be so many cool events and I'm seriously so excited to meet you. There is no flooding going on in the area of the meet and greet, so don't worry about that. And one of my family members who is putting on this event sent me a message on Facebook basically telling me the different locations near Shelby, North Carolina and how long of a drive they are, which I thought was really interesting. She says 45 minutes from Charlotte, 1 hour from Asheville, 1 hour from 2 major cities in South Carolina like Greenville and Spartanburg. Also, for anyone in Tennessee, it is a 3-hour drive from Knoxville. And for anyone in Virginia, it is 1.5 hours from the Virginia border. So there are a lot of places close by that aren't too bad of a drive. So if you're anywhere sort of around North Carolina, definitely check out the ticket link down below. I would love to meet you. Okay, so let's see what some of you guys are saying about things happening in your personal life that are paranormal. First one is from Emily. It says, I had a Furby when I was a kid and one day it started talking in what I would now describe as demonic Latin. I was scared, I threw it in the pool, and it still moved under the water. Of course, now that I think of it, it was either overheated or low on power. Or just really haunted. By the way, I do still have my haunted Furby in the house. It's in the closet in my office, and I never open that closet now because whenever I do, it's just like staring at me. The next one is from Riley. It says, you won't believe this. No, I probably will. With all the paranormal stuff happening in my house, I would be wrong to not believe someone else who has similar things going on. Once when I was about 4 or 5 years old, I walked out of my room in the morning and saw a black, clear shadow figure of my older brother walking right along the hallway in the direction of the stairs. I quickly turned the corner to look down the stairs and saw that he wasn't there. I got scared and went to my parents' room and woke my mom up. I told her I saw my brother, but how he was this big black shadow, and she told me that my brother was away with my grandma in a different city. I cried because of how scared I was, and she tried to calm me down. It told me it couldn't be her mom who died before I was even born. Or maybe she meant to say it could be her mom, like her grandmother. To this day, it creeps me out, and I still see lots of shadow figures, but never as dark and perfect as that shape. Yeah, that is really really terrifying. It's such a shocking moment to see something so obvious like that, so trust me, I know how you're feeling. This one is from Ankita. It says, one night, it was around 1 in the morning, my dad was watching TV in the living room and I was trying to sleep in the bedroom and my mom was in the other bedroom. I couldn't sleep because of my dad, so I closed my door and tried to sleep. Suddenly I started hearing footsteps. I thought it was my clock, but after the footsteps went all over the room, like they went on the ceiling and on the ground. I covered my face with the blanket and yelled at my dad to open the door because I was too scared to even look. Then he opened my door and the footsteps stopped. I had never had an experience like that. The fact that you heard them running up onto your ceiling is bizarre. Because there's one thing to just hear footsteps near you, but once they start going places where no human beings can go, like on a ceiling, that's a little much. This one is from Madison. It says, when I was in year 5, me and my sister used to have sleepovers in my room because we always felt safe together. But one night we heard a scream outside, but there were no foxes or cats or anything out there. We brushed it off, but then an hour later, me and my sister heard singing, but it sounded like it was in the inside of the house. So we went to check on our mom and she was fast asleep. Then we checked on our younger sister Megan and she was sound asleep as well. So we were so freaked out. We tried not to listen to it, but it got louder and louder, so we hid under the sheets. And then we heard like a person crawl in the attic, and it was not like a little sound, it was so loud we could hear it even with the pillow around our ears. We woke up our dad and then he couldn't hear anything as well. We're so freaked out to this day. That is so freaked out. Like singing is so messed up. Like I've told a story on my channel before at my old house where I'd hear noises in the walls, and one day I heard like humming and just like people singing, and it was the weirdest thing. It was so muffled. It was like in the middle of the night, and singing is the worst. This next one is from Bonnie, who seems to be a parent. This is the first parent submission that I've seen. Well, not submission, comment on a video. I'll never forget an episode at our old place. I would sleep with my daughter in her room because she was always scared of her room. She gave me Eeyore to sleep with, and I waited for her to fall asleep. I put Eeyore down on the floor next to my phone. I fell asleep and heard kids' laughter. I sat up and took a photo of my daughter's room, and Eeyore wasn't on the floor. He was across the room, sitting on my daughter's desk with his back towards me. I got spooked. My daughter was 3, by the way. What do you guys think? I think that's terrifying. Something about stuffed animals, I don't know what it is, but they always freaked me out as a kid. And the amount of comments that I get from you guys talking about toys you have in your room or stuffed animals, something going wrong with them, I have so many comments that I've seen that I could literally make a whole other video just talking about the paranormal stuff you guys have experienced with your toys or stuffed animals. So if you guys want me to read those, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know, because I can make a whole toy video on the side. And I mean, I've talked about haunted toys and creepy occurrences, but it's really cool to read literally your stories on my channel. This one is from Marie Rose. It says, I've always had this ability to see ghosts and tell the future and stuff. And my brother's a little psychic too. But ever since we moved into my new house, I've found dimes everywhere. And I know a lot of you have probably read the story regarding finding dimes around your house. But if you haven't, it basically says if you find dimes around your house often, it means a ghost is trying to contact you. And we never found dimes at my old house. Only here. I once saw someone walk from the other side of the house out of the side of my eye, but when I turned to face the person, they were gone. My mom also says random bruises have appeared on her body. It's scary. That is really freaky, and I've never heard of the whole dime thing, like ever. Like, should I know that? Is that a common thing to know? I didn't know that, like, if you see dimes a lot, it means a ghost is trying to communicate. What sort of gave me the shivers is that I haven't been seeing dimes around my house, but the past 2 weeks I've been seeing nickels everywhere. Like nickels on the floor, on my desk. Like, I didn't even know we had so many nickels. Like, where did they come from? So that's really similar to what I'm going through right now, except they're not dimes. So, could it be any coin? Like, does it have to be a dime? That's freaking me out. The next one is from Fresh Peppers. I once was trying to sleep and it was winter, and I saw lights flashing through my really thin curtains. I looked out my window and there were no vehicles, and it wasn't the Christmas lights from the people across the street, because their lights are dim and not super bright. The super bright light kept flashing, and near the door of a house I saw a thin, tall figure. It had long arms and it was completely black. It also had glowing white eyes and it was looking in my direction. It scared me and I quickly closed the curtains. The lights were still flashing and I went to get my mom. She came to my room and the lights stopped flashing. The weird creature wasn't there anymore, but I didn't tell my mom about it. She left my room and I couldn't sleep that night. I wonder what the thing was and what it had to do with the lights. This is like a whole horror movie in this one comment. Oh my gosh. I mean, could it have been sleep paralysis or something? Like, that is so crazy and so scary. I have like blackout curtains in my bedroom, so I'm never able to see anything outside, and I'm kind of grateful for that. This next one is from Jessii Vee. It says, to be honest, Jess, I'm very creeped out with my house as well. This morning when I first woke up, I heard a knock in the corner of my bedroom next to my dresser. Maybe something fell off my dresser that I didn't see, but it still made me kind of freaked out. What freaked me out more was a couple days ago my dog stared at the bookshelf and growled at nothing. But it wasn't just one of them seeing things. They both stared and growled. And the thing that just scared me actually a lot was when I was sitting on the couch watching a video with one of my dogs next to me, my dog just jumped backwards to the other side of the couch looking scared, and she was still looking at the bookshelf. That is really freaky. Whenever my dog like suddenly turns to stare at something and growls or barks, I get this horrible feeling in my stomach. This next one is from Rhea. It says, when I was 3, I was super afraid of sleeping alone, and my mom surprised me by buying me a Cookie Monster doll. I was so happy and relieved to sleep with it, and I had a dream about me in my bed with this doll, and I looked in the hallway and there was this man and he said, would you like a cookie? I woke up crying and I never had the dream again, even when I slept with it again, but I lost it a few years ago. Like, I feel like that question alone is sort of funny, just like, would you like a cookie? But I feel like if you're having a nightmare and a guy just appears and just says that to you in like a really spooky voice, that wouldn't be funny anymore. Anyways though, guys, those are all of the comments I'm gonna be reading today, but if you want me to read more, definitely let me know in the comments, because there are like endless comments from you guys talking about paranormal experiences. And there's actually something really cool that I want to do this October. I know last year I had you guys send in some videos showing proof of paranormal activity happening in your house. And the thing is, I know that not everyone has proof on video or in pictures, so what I thought would be really cool is if you guys filmed yourself talking about something paranormal that's happened in your life, or maybe your parent could talk about something that happened to them, or get one of your family members to tell a story. Film that, upload it to YouTube, and call it Jessii Vee's Ghost Story Submission. And what I can do is I can make a video reacting to quite a few of them. I can even do like part 1 and part 2 if I get a lot of submissions. Don't make the videos too long. Like, I think it'd be better to keep it 5 minutes or shorter, just so I can fit in a bunch of stories. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. And then maybe in a week I will react to all of them. So you can send in all your submissions this week. Just upload them to YouTube and call it Jessii Vee Ghost Story Submission, and I'll be able to just type that title in on YouTube and find all of them. So yeah, you guys have a week to do this, and make sure you are, if you film this video, make sure you're okay with me reacting to it on YouTube. So please, 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 it is super important to either verbally say, Jessii, it's okay for you to react to this video on your channel, or have it written in your video description that it is okay for me to react to your video, because I would never want to do something without your permission. So make sure it's verbally said or written down below, just so I know it's okay for me to react to that in a video. But yeah, I cannot wait to see your submissions, and yeah, I'm gonna get going, and I can't wait to just start all of these Halloween videos and get them going, and yeah, it's October! But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Don't forget the North Carolina ticket link is down below in the description, and yeah, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!